Yo, what's good, brothers and sisters? My name is Nico, and this is episode I have no idea of uploading a video to YouTube every single day so I get better at speaking to the camera. Today's video is aimed at you who you really don't want the traditional path, but you've convinced yourself it's realistic and you pretty much just gave up on your dreams. Who knows, maybe you wanted to be a professional footballer, or you wanted to be an actor or a YouTuber. I'm honestly gonna tell you, being an actor and a professional football player is extremely hard, and by now you're probably too old and won't make it. But if you're still trying, that thought doesn't serve you. And I'm also gonna say, honestly, if you wanna be a YouTuber, I think you very well can. I mean, just think about it. People go to school for 4 years to study how to be good engineers or good marketing girlies or good finance bros, right? Sure, they get internships while they're in college and they network and they learn social skills or whatever. But what if you, instead of going to college, and by the way, I'm not saying don't go to college, I'm just saying that if people spent 4 years studying YouTube or social media, implementing every psychology hack they know, learning about a topic that interests them, and just make the best content possible, you really think they wouldn't create a good following? And by the way, I'm saying this as a person that's been uploading to YouTube every single day for 2 months now, and I've been uploading to TikTok and Instagram every day for 4 months now, and I have no results to show for it. Absolutely zero. If people look at me from the outside, if you don't know me and you look at me, you're gonna judge me, and you're probably gonna think, why the heck are you still doing this? Go to school. Just get a job, bro. Just put the fries in the bag. I'm doing all this based on the assumption that as long as I do it over a long enough period of time and I continuously and meticulously improve and learn based on feedback, then there's absolutely no way I won't do it. These past 4 months of uploading content, they've been mostly a habit building exercise. And I honestly don't see myself not becoming successful. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping about myself because this video is about you. You stopped chasing your dreams because they're too cringe, or for whatever reason you might have, because you think they're too unrealistic. First of all, is it even that big of a risk to pursue your dreams, at least for a little bit? So what if you take a year off of college, 2 years off of college? And I gotta be frank, I'm speaking to the people that are like me. You're either in high school or in college, you're between 14 to 27 years old. I can't speak for other ages because I don't know what it's like to be them. And so what if you take a year or two? So what? You can go back to college. You can go back to community college and you can network your way to getting a good job if all else fails. But I know for a fact that if you live in a first world country, the main thing impeding your success is you. You are the main factor, and what a privilege it is to have everything up to you. And of course, this is assuming free will exists, which by the way, I didn't for a while, but right now I choose to believe it exists. It's up to you. It really, really is. There's a lot of things that contributed to your bad habits and the reasons why you gave up on your dreams, and it's the accumulation of everything that happened in your life has led you to not be where you want to be. And those are good reasons as to why you might say that it's actually not up to you because this happened in the past, therefore I can't do this. There's this guy named Alex Hormozi. He's really big on business content on YouTube and all over social media. He used the concept that I'm trying to implement more. Choose to not place attention in anything that happened in your life. If you place your focus on what you need to change, what the actual action steps are to changing yourself, you're going to be that much more likely to change it because you don't have to worry about the trauma and everything in your past. And of course, this is way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. It's a whole journey to even be able to take that step that Alex Hormozi and me are advising you to take. And that's what everything is, man. If you take the first step, then the next step becomes infinitely more easier to take. If you're procrastinating doing your homework and you're in bed brain running, the hardest step to take is standing up and walking to your desk. And it's hard mainly because you think there's going to be a lot of pain associated with doing your homework that's going to take 2 hours, a lot of mental fatigue. It's a lot of pain. but it's not that much pain to just stand up. And a lot of people are too prideful to think about finishing tasks just based on the easiest step you can take. Instead of going to the gym, just put on your shoes. And by the way, if you put on your shoes, I give you permission to not even go to the gym. This is the start of habit building, and it's what helped me eventually become consistent. And it's actually what's led me to start dreaming again. I was programmed to want to do college, and it's not a bad thing to want to do college and get a 9-to-5. But now I have such belief and confidence in myself and my ability to improve, my sales ability, my ability to persuade, my ability to lead, my ability to know how to run an ad on Facebook or on Google. Those couldn't all be improved, and those are all high income skills that you can build. And you don't need college for that. Honestly, if you're saying I want to go to college and have a 9-to-5 because of the social part, I think that's the best argument. The college experience, it's something you're gonna have to give up, and it's really fun. If you're successful enough with whatever your dream is, and if you truthfully dedicate years to it, people will naturally come to you, and you can meet people online. You can travel to where they are, spend a couple days with them. You can organize events and meetups. This is what the reality of the online world is now. I've met a few people online, not because of my content, but because I joined communities and we started talking and messaging, and one day I happened to be in their city and I went. And by the way, I actually made a friend because of my content. Shout out to you, you know who you are. My sister lives in England, but she doesn't live in London. So I went to London for a day with my girlfriend because, we wanted to go to London. And he had about 2 hours he could meet us. And so I met him for 2 hours, chatted. And I really met someone because of my little following that I have. I have like 90 subscribers on YouTube, 300 on TikTok, but he met me from the 100 followers I had on Instagram. Do you guys know the actor Timothée Chalamet? I'm sure you guys know him. He made a speech for winning some type of award about him really wanting to pursue greatness. And he's already an A-list actor, so he's already great. But he wants to win Oscars. He wants to be one of the great actors like Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know anything. I don't know much about actors. And a lot of people really found it to be a cringe speech, because pursuing greatness to the average person is cringe. I used to not think it was cringe. I used to just think it was unrealistic, and yeah, cool, good for you. But now I want to pursue greatness. My brother is a big coffee expert. He built a business from the ground up in Ecuador, and now he actually got a visa to come move to the US legally. He got a visa, an extraordinary talent visa, to come live in the US legally because of his accomplishments in Ecuador. And now he wants to bring his coffee cart business that he did in Ecuador. We basically bring a bunch of coffee equipment and baristas in a nice little setup, and we serve coffee with logos printed on the coffees. Really nice tasting coffee at events, corporate events, weddings, stuff like that. He wanted to bring that business to here to where we live, which is Florida, Miami, and he put me in charge. And now, because I want to pursue greatness, I researched some of the top dogs in the coffee catering business. It's Night Owl Coffee and Coffee Hub are two of the biggest. They literally were paid, I don't know, probably tens of thousands of dollars for a golf tournament in Arizona, even though Night Owl is based in Texas and Coffee Hub is based in Florida. They literally had to bring all their equipment, all their team members, and put a bunch of cards for thousands of people in Arizona. We can't even book an event in Miami yet. I mean, we booked some, but these people are flown out, paid tens of thousands of dollars for a coffee catering event. It's just insane. And for a little bit, it made me insecure, but because of my personal transformation, my personal journey, and me trying to better myself, I was like, at the end of the day, I know there are certain action steps I can take and certain beliefs I can change and certain things I need to learn and improve on so I can actually do them. Because the people that accomplish these things, they met someone at the right time and they marketed well or some reason. All stuff I can learn. I can get better at speaking. I can get better at networking. I can get better at marketing. I can build a brand. And so now that little bit of anxiety and nervousness and a little bit of depression that I got from comparing our current new business to those behemothly big businesses, me comparing myself led me to now be inspired to literally, I want to take them over. Me, a little fish in the pond. I want to be better than them. I have this kind of masculine drive that I used to find cringe. I was like, these hyper competitive athletes are so cringe. But they were like, these athletes and really highly competitive people were healthily influenced and programmed by their school, genetics, parents to have these great mindsets that will let them have great success. And they pursue greatness. And if you're still not convinced that you should pursue greatness, why not? Shoot for the moon, land among the stars. Is that how the saying goes? maybe if you shoot higher and you truthfully set out your goals to be higher than what they currently are, you're at least more likely to make it further than what you're currently on track to achieving. If you want to make $20 trillion and you truthfully commit your life to trying to make that much money, you're probably that much more likely to make $1 million than you were if your goal is only to reach $1 million. Well, that's it for this video, guys. God bless you. And hold on, if you don't believe in God, but you believe in love, values, morals, that all things happen for a reason, karma, or that humans have a purpose, that you have a purpose in this life at all, if you're in any way not nihilistic and think there's meaning, some type of meaning, even if you create it, then you're way closer to believing in God than you think.